Hi, everyone. My name is Selena Belisle, and I am the founder of CE Institute. And I'm also a retired professional athlete. I have 3 WAF World Arm Wrestling Championship titles. My first I won in 1989 in the Athens, Greece Olympic Stadium. So I know a thing or two about athletics. That's actually how I started my massage therapy career, which it was in sports massage. Today, I'm going to review with you a little bit of an article I wrote called Upsell to Athletes and Get Your Spa Game On. Back in 2018, this was published at massagemag.com. If you want to review the article in more detail, you have the title you can search for here and read the whole thing on massagemag.com. So I believe athletes are a very underserved community, and you might already be practicing sports massage for weekend warriors or maybe even some professional athletes as well. Let's talk about some things that you can add to your sports massage appointments or deep tissue, or maybe they're just coming in for a Swedish for general tension relief or just to sleep on your table. I want all of you to think about how you might be able to add hydrotherapy services for your athletes. In particular, think about their feet. And I have a little section here on feet treats for athletes because if one thing gets beat up on an athlete, it's usually their feet, regardless of whatever sport they're competing in. Many of us have to make weight in addition to train cardiovascularly, and that requires a lot of time on the feet. So even if you don't have bathtubs or showers and stuff like that, you can get a large bowl and do foot soaks, Epsom salt foot soaks, aromatherapy foot soaks, combine it with aromatherapy essential oil and Epsom salt foot soaks. Hydrotherapy is a wonderful add-on for athletes, especially those who are competing or training in the sun. The skin can get really dry and it almost feels like a layer of dead skin, and it is. So when you're thinking about your hydrotherapy add-ons, think about maybe scrubbing the feet or body scrubs and so forth. Those are a wonderful add-on with hydrotherapy. I worked at an establishment a few years ago when I first moved to Miami Beach, and they had a tub in the establishment. Would you believe over a year of practice, and they never once sold a tub soak to anybody? If you have a tub in your establishment, feel free to take advantage of it. Sure, you have to clean afterwards, and it's probably a pain to fill with hot water, but it's a labor less intensive service than a massage is. And you can still charge a decent amount of money. And you can maybe even be doing a foot reflexology session on another client while somebody's soaking in the tub. Now you're earning, for 2 appointments at once. So it's really important. Think about how you can add hydrotherapy add-ons, because hydrotherapy, it's if they're doing an aromatherapy shower with essential oils that have analgesic properties, so that would make it a sports aromatherapy shower. Those are great add-ons. You make a little bit of extra money. The client gets a little bit of added benefit with their massage appointment, and everybody's happy. Feet treats. Think about, if you know that you have an athlete coming to your practice, maybe they just ran a marathon, or maybe they were, maybe they're a boxer and they just had a huge live event. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Their feet probably hurt. Think about if you're trained in foot reflexology, think about adding on a foot reflexology appointment. A little 25-minute foot reflexology added onto an hour or hour and a half sports massage might be a real treat for that athlete. It's hard for me to imagine, if you have the extra time and offered it to me, that I would say no to having somebody rubbing my feet after competition. That might be a really easy add-on for you, for your athletes. Also, before you do your foot reflexology, again, think about the foot soak with maybe your analgesic essential oils and Epsom salts. And then you might also want to do a little bit of a foot scrub to get the feet in better condition. So take off some of that callus or whatever you can with a little bit of a foot scrub before you do your foot reflexology appointment. All of those are add-ons. You can make it like a foot makeover experience, and there's many different things that you can name some of your athletic super treats. In here we called the the aromatherapy bathtub soak, a sports super soaker, or you can even make up things like reconditioning leather if you're going to do a scrub, and then just put them in a tub or aromatherapy shower after, before their sports massage. You can get really creative with some of these names and make it appealing to that athletic clientele market. Now, you do not need a spa to have a hot towel cabbie at your establishment. And hot towels are another wonderful add-on you can do for athletes. Who doesn't like the feeling of thermal therapy, moist thermal therapy? And that's what hot towels are. You can make a bunch at the beginning of the day. They stay in the hot towel cabinet all day, and you can either do them as a complimentary add-on to make your services a little bit better than your competitors, or you can even charge like 10 or 15 or $20 for hot towel add-ons. Maybe you'll do hot towels over the whole body before you do the massage in each area, and that's a nice way to warm up the tissue before you start doing maybe some of the deeper work. It'll make your job a lot easier, and you might put a little bit of extra money in your pocket when you do so. When you're doing your body scrubs, if you want to add a body scrub for that leather reconditioning for some of the athletes who are competing outdoors or training outdoors, think about not only just doing a body scrub, but if you have an aesthetics facial steamer that you can add to the scrub. We teach this in the Master Therapist Tools and Microtreatments class at CE Institute. We do a full body steam scrub instructor demo, and you just have that steamer arm about 2 feet off the body. Make sure you learn how to properly use the steamer if you've never been trained with it. And we're just, while we're scrubbing and removing all the dead skin cells, we're steaming at the same time. And want to find a way for your athlete to melt on a table, do a steam scrub before you even start your sports massage. They're going to have such a wonderful renewing experience with that. It really truly feels great, and they walk out feeling like they have a new body to compete with, and that's exactly why they're there with you, right? To feel better. So the takeaway, some of these spa enhancements are minimal cost to you, but could end up being thousands of dollars in the bank account at the end of the year, every year. Plus, you're providing your athlete a better service than what, maybe a sports massage would be all by itself. My name is Selena Belisle. We have so much more to share with you here at CE Institute. We do hope you see us in one of our CE classes. We do sports massage, neuromuscular therapy, myofascial release, trigger point. We do have that Master Therapist Tools and Treatments class to, upgrade your game, and hopefully we'll see you in one of our live trainings.